of her, and shall remain in thine house, and bewail her father and her mother a full month. Now, my question to you, can we do this today?
No, we can't do that today.
Why?
Because everything ain't lawful. Paul said it. Paul said just because it's the law don't mean it's speedy.
Yeah, because we're in war, but we're captives. Now, when we get, how are we going to take Esau down? The Most High going to give us this power, and we're going to take him down. So we can apply them laws again, man. Okay? We can apply them laws again. Because we are at war. We are at war, but just the enemy has power over us, so we're POWs right now, for lack of a better term.
That's right.
Why do you think you have rebellions and revolutions? Because you have one nation enslaved over another nation, and that one nation gets power and takes over that other nation. So it's a constant state of war, man. Anytime you have a nation over other nations, the Roman Empire, when the Romans had Israel enslaved, give me that. No, you don't got it. We don't got it. I'll explain it. Anyway, when the Romans had Israel enslaved because they had a greater power, the great power before the Romans were the Greeks. The Romans were coming up in power at one point. During the time of the Maccabees, the Romans were a force to be reckoned with, but they weren't the power as of yet. But everybody knew that Rome was the next great power. And Rome became the next great power. And what did Rome do? Rome took down all those nations in that region of land that they took over, and they took over Israel. Why? Because they overpowered us, man. Okay? Now Rome went down because Rome was overpowered. So the Most High going to use us, the Israelites, through his divine spirit, his power, to overthrow Esau, because he's the divine power. The Chinese are looking to overpower the U.S. and the white man. They're looking to be the great power. You got something, Mark? Go ahead.
Daniel 7:18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
Now, what position are we going to do that from? We're going to be on the lower position than Esau. Then the Most High going to give us a power. That nuclear war is going to destroy America and most of these Europeans and weaken them. And then we're going to come out of that a slave captive state, and we're going to overwhelm them, and then we're going to apply the laws. When you see a Edomite woman that look good or a Moabite woman that look good, you're going to lock them up. And then you're going to have certain guys, you're going to appoint women to fix them up and make them look the way you want them to look, and then you're going to go and pop them.
Yeah.
Okay? And then there's some nations you may just say, well, okay, let her mourn her people, because the Most High made us where we had to respect certain other nations in certain ways. Out of respect, let the woman mourn her parents for a month, and then cut everything off, her nails, hair, and all that, and then put on new raiment, all right? And then she becomes a part of your household. Okay, plain and simple. We can't do it right now because we're prisoners, we're POWs.
Prisoners of war.
We're prisoners of war. Go ahead.
Isaiah 51:14. The captive exile hasteneth that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail.
Right, because we're POWs. That's why we're getting fed. Let's go back.
Yeah. Just because it's the law, we can't keep a lamb in our basement and have for the Passover.
Wait a minute.
So no,
if we cannot do that today, why is it not instituted that day?
Because it said in the Bible. Just because it said, we're not saying we're gonna go do it, but we saying that's in the Bible.
Brother, behind them teaching you can.
No, they not. They said that's what the Bible say.
Brother,
they didn't say. They didn't say.
Behind them is teaching you can rape women.
You had to be taught this in order to know this.
We were taught by the elders at Great Millstone.
Right, of course we're teaching that.
Yeah, I believe
we can't do that. We can't do that now.
We believe what we see in these scriptures.
We can't do that now because you'd be locked up. The law also says if you see two men having sex with each other, you're supposed to put their asses to death. Do you think we can actually go out there and do that? Hell no, because we'll be locked up. We're talking about what the scriptures say when we were in our power. Esau is in his power, man. That's why homosexuals can speak out.
Right. You know, that's why you can't go out and kill homosexuals. You know, there's certain things that are in the scriptures. When we get our power, we're going to kill When the kingdom is set back up, you better believe that them laws are going to be reinstated and they're going to be a force. But we can't do it right now. See, these dickheads, they just can't get that through their mind. It's like all they say is, or they say you can rape, That's what the law says. But we can't do that right now. And we can't, and when the kingdom is established, everything is going to be in order. But if a man lie with man, when the kingdom is established, they're going to be put to death, both of them. If a woman commits a whoredom, or if a woman commits adultery against her husband, guess what? She's going to die.
Yep.
Because everything's going to go back to the way it's supposed to be. But right now, we're underneath this. We're exiled. We're a nation in exile underneath the so-called white man. So there's certain things we can't do. Why? Because if we do it, then these devils are going to lock us up. Why? Because this is their society. This is their kingdom. This is the way they set up and establish their laws.
Yeah.
You have some?
This is the book of Isaiah 2:2 to 3. It says, "And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it." Now this is when we're established, all right, in the kingdom. "And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord," which represents us, the nation of Israel, the elect of the nation of Israel, "to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways." And that's when our ways are going to be established in the kingdom. That's when we're going to be able to do what the law, whatever we want to do according to the law of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, which entails taking a woman captive and doing what, and having her as our sex toy, having her as our concubine, a woman of the other nations. That's when we're going to be able to do that. It says, "And he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths." We're going to walk in that path. Also the new moon, we're going to walk in that path. That's going to be instituted. "For out of Zion shall go forth the law. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem." So, that's the point.
Right, let's go back.
But I understand that. You believe what's in here.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? But you believe everything that Great Millstone
You can never believe everything that a man teaches. I believe what they teach that I can read in the scriptures.
So you believe it's okay to rape a woman?
Go with the book.
So you believe it's okay to rape women?
Oh, man.
No, I'm not saying that's what they teach. I'm not saying that's what they teach.
Who teach that?
I'm not saying that's what they teach.
Who teach that?
I'm not saying that's what they teach.
Who teach that?
I'm not saying that's what they.
You damn right we teach that. But because it's in the scriptures. You can't do it now. Like I said, you can't go out and kill two men having sex with one another. Okay, you can't do that because we're in a faggot society, right? Where they praise and uplift faggots. Okay, there's a lot of things you can do. If let's say Nate's wife committed adultery, can Nate just go and kill his wife and say, well, look, I just killed her because she committed adultery. Here's a Bible. Plus, I'm a detective, and I got my First Amendment right. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to lock his ass up, man.
No. Yeah.
And they're going to use that to right. You going to throw his fringes up? Yeah, I got my fringes. But then these niggas, they'll come out of their mouth, keep the law. And they don't even tell you what law they talking about, man. Do they keep the Passover according? They don't even keep the Sabbath, man.
Right.
Ain't no Friday in the Bible, my man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes 8:6. Because to every purpose there is time and judgment. Therefore the misery of man is great upon him.
Straight into the point. Let's go back.
Who teach that?
But I'm asking you, that's what you believe.
Yes, it's okay. It's not against the law.
Then he would understand that if a woman got raped, that's lawful in the sight of the Most High.
You hear what
out
they say? That's law in the sight of the Most High. Right. Obviously, you can't do it in this man's society because you will be locked up for a long time. You would be stupid to do something like that.
Go ahead. Acts 20:27. For I have not shunned to declare unto you all the counsel of the Heavenly Father. That's the point.
And that's our job. That's why we give it to you 100%. We don't say, well, let's not teach that because it's going to offend certain people and we're going to lose people. We don't give a damn if we lose every damn body. Yeah, that's right. Go ahead. Back.
Israelite woman that was 12 years old. If you see a woman out there, Israelite woman that was 12 years old, that was 12 years old, that was 12 years old, 11 years old, if she...
Now why did they get caught up on 12 years old, 11 years old? In our kingdom, we did that, man. Well, no, show me that in the scriptures. Well, show me in the scriptures where we dealt with a woman that was 20 years old.
Right.
When